Another dark log from the diary of a griever named John Weaver, which is me. What's going on, fellow zombies? Are we alive yet? Are we awake yet? Because I just woke up. My dog needed to go out, so I had to take her out. Right now it's 1:20 in the morning, West Coast time, Friday. It is let's read this, the 26th. Counting down, isn't it? All right. Yeah, I got some stuff on my mind here. Shall we talk? Yeah, we need to talk, guys. Okay, let me get my stuff together here because this stuff is driving me nuts. It's not taking care of my dog. No, politics usually it's driving me nuts at this point. And this one we gotta talk. I know it's been out there, this issues, but I'm still pissed off about it. There's a short window to comment, and you guys have to comment. You guys have to comment. Go to your search engines, type it out about the USPS public comment sections that are going to be due before the July 2nd. This is regarding the mail-in ballot situation. If you are in a state that is a holdover against giving absentee ballot information to Trump, you need to listen and write this shit down, guys. You need to protest. You need to put it into your public contest. To lay off your damn mitts from doing shit. Now, there is a federal district judge out there who told Trump, no, you can't do this because this is against the Constitution. But they still need the public to weigh in on this. Trump's been wanting to control the mail-in ballots like crazy. He hates it. You know, there's a lot of countries out there that do mail-in ballots, and we've been doing it for a long while, too. This is going to be tying into a few things I'm going to be talking about as well. Me being disabled, and me knowing a lot of people in this complex that are disabled, have to do the mail-in ballots because it's a long-ass way to get to the ballot box, about 3 miles away. The only mail-in ballot box we've got out here in Kern. There's other videos I've done about this one. I think they're still in the dark, or they're numbered, or something. I really have to relabel my comment sections out there to find out which ones are which. But also, if you can do me a favor, and now you don't have access to my laptop, since I just got up this morning and got this burr up my ass here. If you can go to your search engines, hit your favorite map app, and look at my neighborhood of Rosamond, California. You go to the 14 freeway, goes north and south. We only got one ballot box for this entire town, about 20 to 25,000 people. We used to have two. We used to have 2 polling places. Or actually about 3 polling places. When I moved out here in about 2014 into this area I've been living in now, we had a polling place on our property because we covered right next to Edwards Air Force Base for the civilian sector. And we were just on the edge of it. And there was another one closer to the 14, but still in the east side, called Hummel Hall. It was a senior center. Still is a senior center. And they were doing the activities of ballot, getting the rest of the people. On the west side of the 14 freeway, right by the 30th or 35th and Rosamond Boulevard, is the public library that we have. And that is the official ballot box. Kern decided that there shall be one ballot box, one polling place. And for a long while they've been allowing the mail-in ballots. California allows it. California has it. And California is one of those states that telling Trump to go to hell. You're not taking our ballots. You're not taking our absentee voting list. This is the state's issue, not yours. You can't control us, asshole. And the U.S. Postal Service is telling people that if you don't turn in the absentee voting lists, we are not going to allow you to do any mail-in ballots at all. It's the reason why they got sued, and I think there's a federal lawsuit that turned against them on this one. But Trump's going to fight this one, isn't he? Goes to number 2, guys. When I say about disabled, Stephen Miller, the little pinhead prickhead. Looks like his head should be on a pool table. It's so smooth and shiny. Anyway, old cue ball, if I can call him that, had made a lot of comments concerning about the disabled people being locked up for being disabled, being put into institutions. They're not allowed to be at home. They're not allowed to have freedom. They're not allowed to have anything. They're disabled. I'm going to have to remind this little cue ball. You're going to be telling that to the military as well, besides the civilian disabled. You're going to tell the military who you've been trying to get their love, their obedience, active and inactive, people who are still serving in civil service areas. You are telling the civilians, all you assholes need to go away. There's going to be veteran groups out there, I know of, that are going to be suing the son of a bitch. I hope they sue the son of a bitch. Tell them to shut the fuck up. Senator Duckworth, who herself was a military vet, she served her time in the military and was disabled and went into public service as a senator. Ran for the office, got the office, and she's been representing disabled, both civilian and military, ever since. And she's pissed off about this one. I hope so. She's pissed off about this one. Because when this asshole's picking on everybody else, now he's picking on the disabled. Who else is he going to be picking on? He wants people like him in the country. That's it. Two-thirds of the American population, probably including the indigenous, if I'm not mistaken. I wouldn't put it past a prick for doing this one. He's going to be telling the military, he's going to be telling the disabled, he's going to be telling the indigenous, you can't be here because only my kind can be here. And I'm a racist white man. And then you got Pete Hegseth, who's getting rid of Collard, who's getting rid of sex. Wants big, strong people. And he can't even compete with these assholes. This guy had been mouthing off on the public airways for a long while. And then finally finds himself as Secretary of War. He's the War Secretary. And he tried to hold it. You know, he tried to show how tough he was. There's been videos still posting out there. People are having a laugh over that he couldn't compete with those who've been in the military, even for a short time, even passing boot camp. You know, their physical training was a lot harder. And they outlasted Pete Hegseth. Pete Hegseth is a mouth. So yeah, I got some things pissing me off at this point over here. I mean, the mail-in ballots are one damn thing. I did some videos in the past, even this time. Well, we actually had primaries. And we're going to be having a gubernatorial. And I did the mail-in ballot for that one. I showed how easy it was. I didn't reveal who the hell I was voting for, but I demonstrated the process of what it was like to vote when you do mail-in ballots. And then I got the responses back in about a couple of weeks that it was registered for the California governor race and for people out in the state. So if we're going to be allowing it, hopefully, for November, I'll show it again. I'll demonstrate it again. But I'm demonstrating not because of the ease of it, a damn thing. The necessity for it. There's a reason why I don't show what the hell I've been going through since December. Because it's uglier than shit. When I had the diabetic ulcer start up in December, it was actually starting up a little before December, end of November. And I felt sore on the bottom of my right foot, right by the big toe. And to a point where it built up, where it burst. And when I was taking a shower looking at the thing, I had to call, and I had to get a doctor's appointment on it, and I had to examine, and I was told that particular injury I had needed hospitalization. They needed the debridement on the damn thing. They needed a CAT scan on it. And the doctor, who I had at the time, wasn't going to do a damn shit, just told me to go to the hospital right then and there. Well, me being a caregiver to my dog, I took care of my dog first. I didn't have anybody else to trust. Called the ambulance on myself. Went over to the hospital. Told them what the hell happened. And had to wait several hours until I got to a CT. They did the scans on it. Took me home. Next thing I know, I'm going over to the doctor's office, and we're getting surgical on it without painkillers or anything. Let me just say that tearing into human flesh was hell. That's the only mildest thing I can make about it. And even if that was the case, I was put on antibiotics because I had infection. I was lucky enough it didn't go into the bone, but it was in the flesh. And I had to have about a couple of months worth after the antibiotic regime. They had to get another CAT scan on me. Back to the doctor's office. Couldn't do it over there because I was overweight. The machine couldn't take me. So I got sent back over to the hospital again and waited overnight. In the wee hours in the morning, they took care of the matter. Went back home. And at this point, I'm constantly getting that wound checked out and bandaged up until to a point where I have to get it re-examined in July right now. Things happened where I couldn't get it done. I had gotten medications for it. Some ointments and stuff to deaden the skin. So hopefully I won't feel it as badly this time. But they are going to check on it. They are going to take an x-ray or two on it. And I will have it done. Meanwhile, I got to make sure my skin's washed up on a constant basis. I'm still dealing with bug war at home. I'm still dealing with the roaches. I'm still dealing with a bathroom that I still have to scrub down a bit so I can have a place to shower, re-examine my wound, redress the wound. And then next week, actually right after July 4th, is when I go back in. I'm still considered disabled because, not just because of the wound. I'm type 2. But this is disabling anyway. No, because I had a tire dropped on my face. I had mental issues. I had physical issues. Back still kills me, so does the side of my neck. I still get nightmares. Well, emotional feelings about it anyway. I'm still on a course of treatment. I'm on a medical examination. I'm under psychological examination. And I'm still considered disabled. Would they put me into an institution if we were going to be following that little shed, that little cue ball? I was about to say cue stick. The cue stick looked better looking than this cue ball does. Me in an institution? For what? It was bad enough back in the 60s when we actually had old Reagan who trolloped off the screens of the television and theater to become the governor of California, and he shot us down regarding nervous and mental institutions and care for the nut jobs, shall I say it. For those that had the mental health disability, I'm going to put it politely. We had a state home in the state of California, Camarillo. It's a school. It's a college. It used to be a nut job place. We're going to try re-christening and redecorating that place for a nut job farm. We haven't got the facilities for in-house mental health yet. I mean, we can do 72-hour holds or maybe in different hospitals, but for long-term stay, we haven't got them out here. Not that I've seen or know about them here in California. So this is the kind of this is the kind of things that's been driving me crazy this morning. And I had to get this off my chest. What if you guys, those that are still in the States, one more thing. DeSantis had signed into law shutting down, I'll take it within a year, of alligator asylum in his state. It was supposed to be temporary, he said. Yeah, this was the temporary Auschwitz, if I want to use it that way. Except in Auschwitz, you came in, you're not coming out. If you came out, you're a survivor. Yeah, some of the stuff that these guys are doing. All this to make a profit, all this to make a point across. Trump wants this, Trump wants this, his regime wants and wants and wants. And forces the court systems to decide, no, you can't do this shit, you can't do that shit. But other things you can be allowed. If you're Syrian, if you're Haitian, if you're someone else, you don't have rights or anything, I guess. Yeah, Supreme Court was telling people left and right. And in certain gun states that we don't allow guns to go into public places or into stores and stuff. Now they can't allow it because the Supreme Court allowed this shit. Second Amendment rights to happen. Of course, the owners of the facilities can say, no, you can't bring your weapon in here. At least they have that leeway. The shit we have to do to ourselves these days. But this is what's happening right now. Well before July 4th. And one more thing to talk about July 4th. Concerning about the pool. There was some kind of testimony given by the National Park Director or the Assistant Director to the cops that somebody that they had on camera did some damage. No, he wasn't doing any damage. But he wasn't the one causing all the shit happening in the first place. This Trump kid mouthing off about the reflective pool being damaged severely. There's no way of cameras. The only camera they've got is the Washington Monument looking down at the pool, at the entire length. There's no cameras. Actually, there's no video posted about this shit. So I don't know what they're lying about in the parks. I don't know what the park director is trying to do. Except be a pain in the ass and a lying son of a bitch on oath. And so is Trump, as usual. He didn't get his way when he had his hoo-ha-ha, as I call it. His brouhaha, his maggot outing. That was supposed to have been something like a great American fair. And every city is supposed to be contributing to this Washington, D.C. shit, and they didn't. Very few states did. Everyone else told Trump to go fuck himself. And there wasn't that many people over here that showed up anyway, and some of them just decided to leave after he wanted to turn the whole damn thing into a MAGA rally. Trump's still mouthing off and still foaming. So this is going to be interesting until November, that's for damn sure. Let's see what happens after November. That being said, guys, I'm back to bed.